It's never been hotter on the incredible Dr. Pol.
I'm too hot.
I have never been in heat like this in Michigan.
But a deadly heat wave triggers a total meltdown.
How come he got so bad so fast?
Oh, is that a breath?
They say leave your hurt at the door.
Okay, Pol.
Through it all, Doc Brenda keeps her cool. Meet Dr. Jan Pol. He's a local legend with over 19,000 clients and a team that does whatever it takes. The dog days of summer in Michigan. And it's boiling hot.
I have never been in heat like this in Michigan. It is unbelievable.
The cows are like, I'm too hot. I'm just going to stand here in front of the fan. It's been awfully hot here, especially hot for Michigan. We're over 100. We've been over 100 for quite a few days. Oh, yeah, she's really hot.
And I'm just sweating like crazy.
The heat's hitting everyone hard.
You better keep up the fluids today.
It's ridiculous.
For the animals, it's worse.
When it gets really hot, our volume of calls go up, and we see a lot of heat-related illnesses.
Sick already. See that, how yellow?
Yeah.
That's bad.
Hot weather is dangerous for all animals, especially the sick ones.
Many times something else is wrong, and then the heat just makes it worse, and they fall apart in overnight.
Uh-oh. So we try to put out the fires where we can and just cross our fingers that it cools down soon.
Dang it. They should be pregnant. Heat is bad, period.
At John Redinger's farm,
Oh,
a heat emergency for Doc Pol and Charles.
it's okay, sweetie. It's okay. John Richard has a sick calf that quit eating and has been losing weight. And in this heat, that doesn't sound good at all.
Well, the last few days, he's lost so much weight and he's
Yep.
been breathing hard.
We take its temperature and we listen to the lungs, and the temperature is high. Oh my gosh. And the lungs sound terrible. How come he got so bad so sudden, so fast?
Well, I don't know. He'll just
He
leave.
just-
I noticed he had a little
he
cough
just-
for a little bit, but nothing serious, real
Terrible,
bad. But
terrible.
then all of a sudden I noticed he wasn't eating good, and then he just started losing weight, and then he's breathing. He was just panting all the time, and boy, I got to do something. Well, I just hope he lives. That's all I can say, because I bought him this spring. And, cattle's a pretty good price, and you hate to lose them.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him full of everything else that I have in my bag. Be right back.
Well, he ain't got pneumonia, does he?
Oh, bad pneumonia. His lungs are shot.
Pneumonia is often lethal to cattle, and even more so to a young calf. Dr. Pol's giving it a cocktail of antibiotics and nutrients.
You get a calf that's breathing heavy. In a heat like this, you get many times some fluid built up in the lungs. And then you get bacteria growing in that fluid, and you get pneumonia that is overnight very bad. Now, his lungs are terrible. And I wonder how he got that bad that fast.
Well, they just kind of started going right downhill in a hurry.
Yeah, they do.
It's been incredibly hot, and as hard as it is on the cows, it's even worse on the calves. I'm just afraid it might be too late.
Okay, watch out. That goes right here. But put him back on milk replacer, okay?
Uh-huh.
Give it the milk replacer because the protein can help fight the infection, rebuild the lungs, and hopefully it'll have enough energy in there to keep it going until it kind of healed up. Okay. Didn't look good. This calf was in bad shape. Pray for cooler weather. That's all we can do.
With constant care and shelter from the sun, John's calf might survive.
Okay, John.
All right,
We'll see ya.
all right.
TNFC 707 Mobile 1 to Diana.
They've got a full docket of farm calls ahead. Sweltering weather has set off a wave of heat emergencies.
We cannot let the heat slow us down. We gotta keep going.
Back at the clinic, Dr. Brenda's got an unusual pet to see.
How old is this baby?
3 months.
Okay. And do you know what happened to it, or just found it gimpy?
I don't. He's just found a gimpy.
Okay.
Mike Blaine hopes she can help his little companion, Fred the goat.
I brought in Fred to Dr. Poles today because he has a hurt leg, and he won't put any pressure on his hind leg.
It seems Fred has the curiosity of a cat.
If you hold the front end, because I don't really want to have a goat rodeo back here in the...
Fred is just like a dog. He follows you around everywhere and likes to climb on stuff. Probably hurt his leg jumping off a car or something weird like that.
Right.
But he's very painful when I'm palpating over the area and it's swollen. So we're going to take him downstairs and take an x-ray.
Okay.
Goats, just as a general species, are very inquisitive. They just want to see what's going on in their world around them. Good boy. Often it gets them into trouble. What we're looking at is this little piece of bone that's chipped off here. My guess is, looking at what happened, he got his leg hung up on something potentially.
Right.
And then busted it that way, jumping around or trying to get himself out.
Fred is no ordinary farm animal. He's Mike's best buddy. So Doc Brenda's gonna fix him up.
My recommendation for this animal is that we put this leg in a spoon splint. So we're gonna wrap it. What I'm trying to accomplish is just hold that joint still so the fracture healing can occur. Oh, good boy. Oh, I know you don't like to lay down. Now, if you hold this bottom leg, just like that with your arm over his head, you're doing awesome. You don't want a job, do you? All right, let me look. I think these are... This one's a little bit too big for what we're trying to do.
They don't make splints for goats, so Dr. Brenda improvises.
When you decide that you're going to try to be MacGyver, you need to try. That's the point of the
What if we put like a sock over this or something when we're done?
You could. See where his toes are kind of even with the end of the blue? Yeah. You want to make sure that they stay even here. They cause problems because they once in a while get themselves out of the splint, and I don't want him to do that. Fred the goat should turn out fine. There will be some swelling in that leg where the fracture is. Anytime you break a bone, there's changes in the bone as it heals. Okay, he can roll up. Wow. There, what do you think about that in your new leg? But I think that he'll be able to get around and be happy in a few weeks.
Possible. All right, thank you. Brenda?
Yeah?
I've got another call for you. I know it's
Another emergency, and Dr. Brenda's on the move. At Renee and Kirsty Crawford's farm,
She's got another one in there.
Penelope the pig has been in labor for 8 hours. She's delivered 6 piglets so far. Only 3 are alive.
These will be feeder pigs, so they'll just go to people to raise them up for their meat. We were expecting a little bit more than what we've gotten alive, and every pig is worth some money.
Something is very wrong. Penelope is struggling to push out the rest of her piglets.
You need to push. Come on.
Renee thinks heat stress is keeping her pig from having contractions.
The heat can have an impact on the pigs. They get stressed, and the stress is what can actually stop some of their delivery.
This is Doc Brenda's second visit to see Penelope.
I was here earlier and worked on the sow, thought we had the piglets coming and everything was going to proceed naturally, and she's hit a roadblock again. Hi, Renee. They said you're still having problems with that sow. She's not gone very much on her own?
No, she's not even contracting.
Well,
She's got one in her. I can feel it moving.
okay.
They have no idea how many more piglets are left to deliver,
I don't know. I'm gonna need to check her.
and if they're even alive.
You know, it's risky for the piglets for it to go through a long birthing procedure just because there's a potential that they'll die in the uterus, which is not healthy for the pig, actually, to have the dead piglets in there. If we can't get them out, that's bad.
If Dr. Brenda can't reach the rest of the litter, Penelope's life is in danger.
It's okay. I know it's not me.
For Renee, saving Penelope is top priority.
This pig is a great pig. She's got good motherly instincts. We picked Penelope because she was such a calm pig.
Okay, I can't even reach the piglet. Her pelvic canal is very narrow and the piglets are very large, and she's just having trouble getting them to move through the pelvic canal, so they're kind of stuck in there at this point. Okay.
Dr. Brenda's hands are too big for the birth canal.
And,
Time to call for backup.
Yeah. Let me call the clinic too. I'm gonna see where Dr. Sandra actually might be able to help her. I think her hands are smaller than ours, and we'll go from there.
For the first time in years, Dr. Brenda can call on a new vet at the practice, Dr. Sandra.
I'm looking for her to help us because her hands are smaller than mine. She's gonna be able to give Penelope more help than I can give her and get the piglet out. Yeah, have her come meet us at Joe's. Okay, bye-bye. I hope Dr. Sandra gets here soon. I'm hoping she can reach a little bit farther and get these piglets out.
Hope is all they have left, that Dr. Sandra will be able to reach the piglet.
Maybe. I'm worried about Penelope because if she doesn't get this baby out, it can kill her. Come on now.
Penelope delivered 6 piglets so far. Only 3 survived. Renee worries if the rest of the litter doesn't come out soon, her pig won't make it.
Penelope's been in labor probably about 8 hours now, I'm thinking, and she really should be done by now.
Dr. Sandra's been called to help.
I hope Dr. Sandra gets here soon. I'm having difficulty with this sow. The pelvic canal is small. I cannot get my hand in past the pelvic canal. We just need a smaller set of hands that are skilled to get these piglets out. It's taken too long for Penelope, and we need to get the show on the road. Hi, Sandra.
Hi, how's it going?
Well, if I had adjustable size hands, I'd be all set.
They know there's 1 piglet stuck inside, but have no idea how many more there might be, or if they're even alive.
She could have anywhere from 3 to 8 more in there. All right.
Dr. Sandra has never delivered piglets before. It's up to her to get them out quickly.
I wonder what exactly am I going to find when I reach in that pig.
All right, let's see what we can do. Yeah.
The head's through, but there's no feet.
Can you get beyond the head and get them flipped up through or not?
Trying. When I first got my hand around the piglet, I was just thinking, how is it positioned? Can I feel all the parts that I need to feel and see if it would kind of bite my finger and if it was alive? The piglet did bite my finger very weakly, so that was a good sign.
The first sign they've seen that it's alive.
Wish I could get my other hand in there too.
The birth canal is too narrow, even for Dr. Sandra's small hands.
There's just not enough room in this sow for us to hold the piglet and pull it through the pelvic canal. There's barely enough room for the piglet. This piglet's been stuck for a while. It may not be alive, so I'm just concerned about getting it out. I'm less concerned about whether it's alive or dead.
Okay. Yeah, it's just not fitting with my hand.
In order to save the mother, Dr. Brenda makes a practical decision to use a snare.
I can get this on.
The snare circles behind the piglet's head and helps us get a decent hold on the piglet to pull it out. The sow's stressed. If we are unable to get the piglets out of the uterus, it potentially could be life-threatening for the sow.
We need her to at least save Penelope.
I gotta round it.
The snare's in place.
Gotta get it tight.
But it's still a struggle.
It's still really tight. Come on. Come on.
It shouldn't come this hard. I'm gonna hold the piglet for you.
Sure, you.
Pig, you're not helping at all. It was very difficult to get it through the birth canal. The piglet was very large. There you go.
Finally, it's out. But the trauma of the long labor seems to have been too much for this baby.
Yeah, there's no heartbeat. It was not breathing, nor did it have a very good heartbeat when it very first came out.
Oh, is that a breath?
Dr. Brenda does everything she can to save him.
So I was gonna say I've been sitting there doing this.
What I'm trying to do right now is CPR movements with it. Try to get the heartbeat to come back to a better rhythm. It just does not look good for this piglet. Come on, baby. Breathe.
It's blinking. Come on, be a fighter. Come on.
Just massage the bejesus out of him. At this point, the pig has got a better heartbeat, but he's not breathing very well yet.
Come on. You can do it. Come on.
This piglet's like touch and go as far as whether he's going to make it or not.
breathing, I can see
He's breathing a little bit better, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let you just hold him and rub him a little bit. Maybe not quite as hard right now because he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, but come on, George. Renee can rub on it so that I can help Dr. Sandra see if there are any more piglets in the sow and help her get those out.
She resuscitated one piglet, but there may be more.
Reach and feel.
Oh, there's one other.
Oh, all right.
And this one doesn't feel like it's moving at all.
Okay. Not good, but not surprising. Easy, pig.
Okay.
Out of the way. Coming.
It's, the head's at least through the canal.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
The piglet that Dr. Brenda tried to revive is fading.
Come on. This one's dead.
That doesn't surprise me.
Just as he lost his fight for life,
There you go.
the next piglet's out.
And it's alive.
Maybe. Not sure yet.
Come on.
This one's dead also.
Yeah, there's no sign of
No movement. Got nothing. I got no heartbeat, no pulse anywhere. Piglet is not alive at all.
I'm not feeling any
Okay.
piglets.
Okay,
All right.
Oh.
I'm happy.
Penelope made it through her traumatic delivery.
Okay.
She tends to her little survivors. 3 out of 8 made it. Terrible odds for a breeder pig.
She's got a nice temperament.
She does. That's what we liked about her.
Right. Her function is to have piglets, and she can't have them by herself. And there's a potential risk that we can't help her get them out. I just strongly recommend that they do not rebreed her.
We're gonna have to follow that advice. It's very hard advice.
After Penelope raises her babies, her job will be done. Practical thing to do is send Penelope to the slaughterhouse. A gut-wrenching decision.
She's a good mom. So, they say leave your heart at the door, and you have to.
Cases like this are tough. The encouraging part for me is we have some live piglets, and the sow is still alive and looks good at this point. She can raise the litter of piglets she's got, but long term, she's not going to be with us a long time.
Dr. Pole and Charles are still on the road, racing to another patient.
We have an emergency call that just came in. Charles and I are heading down to Gary Faber, who has a bloated steer. I'm on my way there.
I think your speedometer's off, man. I think we're going faster than what you think we are. I would call my dad kind of the rocket man because he definitely floors it driving from farm call to farm call.
We got to get there soon because it could be a matter of life and death.
We might have another emergency.
The pressure's on to get to Gary Faber's bloated calf.
Bloating can be a serious issue, so we need to get there as soon as possible. My dad's putting the pedal to the metal.
But that's the address. It should be right around the corner here. We see more sick animals in this heat, so we have to make sure that we get to them when we still have a chance to save them.
The beef steer is filled with a dangerous amount of gas.
Most likely, it is because of pneumonia that they bloat like this. When these animals have had pneumonia, the nerve that runs between the lungs that goes to the stomach and makes the stomachs work doesn't work good. And then the stomach fills up with gas, and when there's that much pressure in the belly, it actually stops the lungs from inflating, and they basically suffocate from the inside. They're out. Give that to me. This is what they call the screw intro car. I make a hole in the skin like that, and then this goes in just like that. And there she goes. When I pull the stylet out, it's a hole in the stomach and all the gas escapes right through the hole. And the calf goes, I can breathe again.
The calf might be able to breathe again, but Charles and Dr. Pole can't.
Whoa! All I can smell is 7 kinds of bad. It's just not good for the nose. That is some stinky
See?
stomach.
It's all free gas, and that gas should not be in the stomach. That gas is bloat. So now, look at this. He already feels better, and that's what I want. His eyes, instead of going, oh my gosh. Feels better already, see that?
Looks better.
I'd like to have it stay in about 2 weeks. The cow also got antibiotics now to counteract that pneumonia. If it gets plugged up, put that thing back in a couple times and the air will come out again if you put.
Gary's relieved.
You wouldn't have made it till tomorrow.
There you go.
Okay.
Thanks, Gary.
Thank you, Doc.
Dr. Pohl's quick fix will keep Gary's business in the black.
The steer is fine and look at nice, fat, and tasty.
It's one of the hottest Michigan summers on record.
It has been blistering hot.
You tire out easily, you don't sleep well at night.
Even inside the clinic, the air conditioning doesn't seem to be cooling it down.
Is it out again?
The lack of air conditioning has sparked a mutiny at the clinic.
It's cold.
So the captain better stop what he's doing and fix the problem.
Missy,
This one's working. Why isn't it doing anything anywhere else?
let's go downstairs. We'll find out. I'll lift you up so you can fix it. Because here, this is cold. But here, feel this one.
Oh, yeah, it was cold.
Right. So, something is working. It's just hot. They're working. They're both working. I know. It's an old air conditioning. What?
It is not working.
Come on, Shell.
Shannon and Brandon Buskirk brought their black lab to the clinic for the second time this week.
We brought our dog Shelby back up to visit Brenda. She got into a fight with what we think was a bigger dog last week. We had to bring her up for surgery. She had to have her ear pretty much put back together.
Shelby needs urgent care again.
Buskirks, should you bring Shelby in, please?
Come on, Shell.
Let's go ahead and sit her up on the table if you don't mind.
She suffered another attack, this time by some pesky invaders.
Okay.
I think the hole that we
Yeah, it's like right there.
Yeah.
We discovered this weekend that she had another bite mark on her neck, and it had maggots in it. He discovered it, then he discovered maggots.
Oh, nice.
We probably got 100 of them off of her, and a lot of them were tiny. It took us 2 hours of digging through her hair.
Yeah.
When I poured the peroxide
Fly
on-
strike can happen in Michigan in the summertime. Anytime it's warm and we have an animal that's got an infected wound, tends to draw flies, they lay their eggs, and we end up with a maggot infection
through
in
her
the
hair.
skin.
When I poured the peroxide on, this off to the side green ooze that we know was infection.
She still smells like she's dealing with some infection.
Yeah.
This year, some of the waste products from the maggots can be toxic to the animals, so we definitely want to get those cleaned up.
Dr. Brenda checks Shelby's skin for any sign of the parasites.
Good girl, Shelby. I'm impressed.
There's still some infection in here, but I think that most of our smell is coming from this top.
All right. I didn't.
The stench means the wound is rotting.
If we get the infection out of those spots, and certainly peroxide's fine with that, that will help with the smell. And then if there's no smell, we're not going to call the bugs, and therefore, hopefully, we won't get any more maggots.
Shelby's free of maggots.
Hang on,
Be
sweetie.
nice, Shell.
Time to check her ear to see if it's healing from last week's surgery.
It's just very sore and swollen, yeah.
Sure.
Now, we may get some return to function on this ear as far as how she holds it, but it would not surprise me that it stays droopy. I think there's probably nerve damage done in the fight. It's going to take a long time to heal. We're not out of the woods yet with her, but I think the healing will keep happening. Okay, you're all set then.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yep.
She says, I'm out of here.
The air conditioner seems to be cooling down the clinic, and everyone's in a better mood.
See you later.
I'm ready. Ready to roll?
NFC 078 to Bubble 1.
Yeah, Dan.
Okay, you are sure you are going to Howells, right?
Yep, I'm on my way to Howells now. Now we're going to Sandy Ridge Farms. Bob Howell has a lame horse, so we have to go over there and find out what's going on.
I'm here. Look this way.
The Howell family riding horse is limping in pain.
The horse's name is Nort for short. He's a very nice horse, very well behaved. And I don't know what happened. You don't want to see him in pain. So when there's an issue like this, you got to have somebody look at it.
Bob and his daughter Ashley worry Nort's in serious trouble.
I was doing the chores and feeding the horses, and I noticed like when the Nort came in, he was like limping really bad, and he actually fell down, and that was like really scary.
If their horse has a broken leg, there's almost no way to treat it. Nort may have to be put down.
What we got, the lame one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I'll say he's lame.
If Nort the horse has a broken bone, it's not going to end well.
I knew there was a real problem. My hope is that Dr. Pohl will be able to take care of this.
Oh.
There are a lot of things that can go wrong in a horse's feet and legs that are untreatable. And there's always that possibility that in this scenario, they would have to put Nort down.
I'm looking at Nort, and he's limping on his right front. Okay, sweetheart. Oh, that is...
The Howells are dreading the diagnosis.
It's actually really hard to see any animal, but especially one of our horses, to see him in pain. It's quite hard.
Dr. Pohl looks closer.
That is in the foot.
Hoping for the best case scenario.
See that? Put your foot up, see? Right there. There's an abscess that came from the front here because the hoof is so long. See that, how long it is? What I see here is a crack in the hoof. You get dirt underneath, then that crack just goes up and up and up. And this abscess already broke through to the top. Yeah, right in there. That's my diagnosis. An abscess that at the top. You can hear it. Here, it's hollow. So all this has to be completely trimmed up, cut down in here until the pus flows, because the pus is already coming out of the top. And he needs his feet trimmed badly.
Yep, he does.
Who's the shoer here?
Jody,
Jody Heller?
Yeah, I believe so.
Perfect. Get her here as soon as possible. In the Nort has very long hoof walls. So the best way is have the farrier in and trim all 4 feet at the same time.
Luckily, it's treatable. An emergency pedicure should clear up the abscess and keep Nort's feet feeling good.
In the meantime, I want you to soak it in Epsom salts. Epsom salts will draw the pus right out and make it heal up. And call Jody.
Okay.
She'll call me. I'll tell her what I found, and we'll work together.
Okay, great.
Good.
Great, thanks. I'm pleased that we know what's going on and have a plan to correct it.
In a couple of weeks, Nort will be ready for some fresh air and exercise. Closing time at the clinic. Everyone's beat from battling the heat all day.
I have Jack Evans on the phone. He's got twins. The first one is coming butt first.
Okay. Okay.
There's another stalled delivery. Jack Evans has a dairy cow that's been in labor with twins for 5 hours.
We'll be there. It'll be a while, but we'll be there.
Dr. Brenda will be headed your way.
It's a long drive.
I knew that when Jack called, it'd take us an hour to get from the clinic to his place.
She could be an hour too late.
The cow could potentially die. Hi, how are you?
Good.
Could have been better, I suppose, if it wasn't 9,000 degrees.
Yeah.
Where are we going? Today is the worst day to have someone call that needs a calf pulled. It's very hot. The cows are very hot. Where are we going for this cow today? My biggest concern is the state of the cow, getting the calves out of the cow, making sure the mother's okay.
I cooled her off real good,
Okay.
thinking that was what her problem was.
Add heat stress to a difficult labor, and this mother is in grave danger. The heifer was born at Jack's farm and means a lot to him. He can't lose her.
We worked with her for 2 or 3 hours. I think we did everything we could, and when I put my hand in her and found just nothing but butts and feet and couldn't tell which ones belonged to who, that was when I decided I needed higher power. I wish I had a fan back here.
Me too. He does have a breech calf. I can tell that by feeling. I'm feeling the back legs, feeling up to the hock and the rump area. Definitely the one calf's coming backwards. There's a second calf in here that I've got a pair of front legs and a head and a pair of rear legs that belong to a different calf.
She uses chains to pull out the first of the twins.
I don't know, everything's pretty deep in here. The legs you've got coming don't belong to the butt you've got here. Not fun.
The heifer is exhausted, but they need her to stay on her feet.
Trying to go.
So Dr. Brenda has a better chance of success.
Calvings are much easier if the cow stands. There's better manipulation. I've got more room to work. I can push the calves around in the cow. There's just better space.
Hold on us now. Come on, sweetie pie, stay up.
She's extremely hot and she's tired out. And it doesn't take very long before we're hot and tired out.
No, 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 no.
Try to keep her up.
Come on, no.
Exhaustion takes over.
It's not gonna make our job any easier. When the cow's laying down, there's just no place hardly for me to move the calf. Okay, pull. Pull some more. If we can't get the calf out, potentially it could die. And if we can't get the calf out at all, the cow could die. Pull some more. Jack is pulling that calf now, and I am pushing the second calf back in farther, trying to give us some room at the pelvic canal to bring the calves through.
Dr. Brenda and Jack have to pull out the first of the twin calves.
The fact that they're twins coming, a lot of times they just don't survive the birth process of trying to get both calves out. This is a very difficult delivery, and it's very, very hard for me to work. All right, let's put a jack on her. All you need to do is hold enough tension on there to keep the chains from slipping off.
Yeah.
Now's the time to use the calf jack. It's a lot less tiring on the humans and a little safer for the cow.
Thank you.
The best help you've given us all day, stupid heifer. Let me reach in and feel. Maybe you run the jack. Okay, pull. Yep, and crank. Keep going. We got a long ways to go, so keep going. You're not gonna hurt her.
The jack is the muscle they need to birth the first calf.
Okay, yep, there you go. Okay, back up this way. There's the hips coming through the pelvic area. Come on, mother. You got the worst part out. Let's get the head and shoulders out. You'll be done. It'll come now. Yep. There you go.
Doc Brenda watches for signs of life.
Jack and I are both disappointed because the calf is dead. I'm not really surprised by this, but it's never fun to have a dead calf. Okay, 5-second break. I need a cup of water. I need to run the hose on my... I'm too hot. I can't even tell you what I want. I am extremely overheated. Can't hardly even think. It's not going to do Jack any good if I pass out at the back end of this cow. It's not going to do anybody any good, actually. Okay. We've got to get that second calf out. It's really important that we work as quickly as possible. We'll put the chains on this one, and let's use the jack again. It's too hot to pull by hand. Okay, yep, go ahead. I'm hoping that at least the second calf will be alive. Come on, turn yourself here. You can come out easier.
Something.
Yep, let her push a little bit. You let me.
There she is, squeegeed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing.
No heart.
Yeah. Nope, doesn't surprise me.
They were both stillborn. There's just too much going on. It had been too long since she had started labor.
Well, there's a sad sight.
It's a tough loss for Jack.
Sometimes I feel really bad when I lose a calf. Sometimes it is almost unbearable for some reason. I can't explain why. Sometimes it's just really upsetting.
As sad as it is, he's grateful for Doc Brenda.
She's a wonderful vet. I couldn't believe she was able to get down in there and get a hold of him. She got stronger arms than I do.
Come on, babes, let's go.
Come on! Come on! Good girl.
The cow's up, she looks good, so I'm happy for that. Maybe we'll take our Blessensburg and get him. She's hot, but she's up and walking, so that's half the battle. All right, now we just need to clean ourselves up and we're ready to go home.
The clinic's closed for the day. Dr. Pole, Diane, and Charles still have a job to do.
My dad's recruited me today to bale hay. I got SPF 15. Is that strong enough? Dang it! We have horses, and horses eat hay in the wintertime, so we're gonna bale the hay so we have plenty in store for this winter. It's 100 degrees and I am sweating.
It's supposed to rain. They said possible thunderstorms today. I don't know.
That's the problem when you only have one day off.
Rain would be a welcome change. Later.
We gotta bale hay when the sun shines.
Baling hay definitely takes the cake as far as dirty, sweaty, hard manual labor. It really is the epitome of farm work. Mom! Stop!
Diane was on the tractor. She was all right. But Charles was on the wagon, and he wasn't.
Hey! I'm too hot. Get water. Get water over your head by the pool.
Charles, poor guy, it got too much for him.
I don't think I've gotten this much exercise in a long time, and I'm paying for it for sure. My dad's 70, and I don't know where he gets this energy from, but at this point, I'm just trying to stay alive. We got it all in before the rain came, and I can't tell you how glad I am to have another calendar year before having to worry about doing this again.
The clinic's not even open yet, and a horse owner's called in, distraught about her injured yearling.
Okay. Yep, bye.
There was a storm last night, so there's a lot of thunder and lightning, and they're not sure if the horse ran into a tree or a post, so Dr. Brenda's going to go out there and check out the horse.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to get from point A to point B, and there's not a straight road to get there. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just fly by the seat of our pants.
20 miles away, Apollo the horse waits in severe pain.
The yearling that they have has got a big giant gash in the face about the size of her palm. So they're concerned about what we can do for it. We need to go take a look. Today I'm on my way out to a yearling that injured its face or head somehow. We had a bad storm last night, and I think that this horse probably ran into something, freaked out by the lightning. There was a ton of lightning last night in the middle of the night.
Apollo the yearling has a gruesome injury and needs immediate care.
Hello.
Peter, the stable owner, helps out, while Dr. Brenda checks Apollo's mangled face.
This horse has got a pretty good-sized gash. I'm quite surprised as I'm initially looking at it. It's deep, it's good-sized. It's not really what I was expecting.
Infection is a concern.
All right, well, we'll get it
Worse,
cleaned up and stick
the
it back
swelling
on
and
the
broken
best
bone could compromise his breathing.
You're all right. All right, well, we'll get it cleaned up and stick it back on there best we can. He has broken a piece of the bone off the bridge of the nose, but we're gonna stick it back in there and see if we can get it to reattach. We're gonna give him a tranquilizer so he's sedated. Easy, babe, good boy. Hang on, one poke. Hoot.
The pasture becomes her operating room, and she gets to work, performing restorative surgery on the horse's face.
It's not attached to anything, so it's coming off. When I put my finger up the nostril, I'm actually meeting into the cut, so it's gone all the way through into the inside of the nostril. All right, it is open there. And we're just gonna clean this area up and try to resuture what's left now here. It's sort of a jigsaw puzzle, trying to get the pieces put back together about what's been broken and just is plain missing, where the muscles need to go back and be reattached to. Okay, so he's still got a piece of bashed up bone in here. I'm gonna leave it in here though, because this piece is more strongly attached.
Enough puzzle pieces come together. She stitches them in place. First, the muscles.
It's laying back together fairly well. The musculature under the skin is going back together nicely. Now we're gonna close the skin layer. Okay. The skin itself is going back together nicely. It'll look beautiful today, and then we'll see what happens over the course of the next few days to weeks. We'll clean him up a little bit. Easy, babe, I know. Got scared in the dark with the lightning, didn't you? But you're still a good boy. Okay, that looks pretty good. The parts came back together well. He looks good, and then we're gonna give him a dose of penicillin. Okay.
An amazing transformation, but just the beginning.
I've done the easy portion of this horse's treatment with the suturing of the wounds back together. He's gonna need some long-term care and medication for probably the next 2 weeks. Okay there, babe. Get to feeling better. Don't be running in the dark.
Thanks a lot.
If you got questions, call me. I'd like the sutures to stay in 2 weeks before you take them out. Okay, well, you have a good day.
Another emergency case stitched up and ready to go.
Take a left on Meridian.
Charles and I are back on the road again, and I'm on my way to... what's his name?
Joe Bott.
That's right, Joe Bott.
Joe Bott's dairy cow aborted her calf. She needs urgent attention.
What did you do with the gloves that were here?
And Dr. Pohl packs extra protection. Charles knows it's gonna be bad.
I've seen a lot, I've gotten used to a lot, but when my dad went for those extra gloves, I thought, oh no.
There she is. Step on that side of her and be careful. Put your hand on the hips, that's all. She'll kick you. Now, this cow has had a calf, and the afterbirth is still attached. Doesn't look like much, but we'll see. The heat could have been a reason for this cow to abort. If the body temperature had gone to 104, it could have killed the calf in her. And also the reason that she had the retained placenta. The placenta is the tissues that feed the calf while it's in the uterus. Normally that comes off within 3 to 6 hours.
If too much time passes, the placenta will rot and infection will set in.
A retained placenta is a stinky mess. Charles is trying not to breathe because it stinks so much.
This smell is really bad, so I hope my dad hurries up and gets it out of there.
Too bad. I'd take a little longer. He'd probably faint. But when it comes out like this, it's good. The couple buttons were still attached. I got that out pretty quick, all in one piece.
It's like an alien.
Nah, that's pizza meat.
Dad.
I'm making somebody puke right now.
My dad and I have a great relationship. He likes to tease me, and, you know, I've always been able to take it and dish it as well. So it's just part of our relationship.
It's been a scorcher of a week, and the heat's not letting up.
It's just very draining when you're doing farm calls and out in the heat.
Everybody's still on the road, trying to stay cool.
You just keep going. You roll the windows down, stick your arm out the window, and let the breeze go up your armpit, one to the other.
The calf at Redinger's farm survived, but still has trouble breathing. Jack Evans' cow is doing fine. and Penelope is busy raising her piglets.